Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Front Row Chaos. I'm your host, Travis, along with my beautiful wife, Amy,
Hi, everyone.
and we're going to do another reaction video today. And this one I have never heard of before. I just had a guy at work tell me, "Hey, have you heard this new song out by this guy?" And I said, "No." And he sent me a link. And so I thought, well, that'd be a good one to do. Amy has never heard of him either.
Nope.
I just heard through the grapevine through some people that told me that he has turned down a lot of record labels and stuff like that. And so he's kind of like I think like a country Tom McDonald, where he just kind of does his own thing and doesn't need anybody else to get his stuff out there, which in this day and age is really cool.
Yeah.
So this one is called Richmond, north of Richmond. And I would assume they're talking about the government. So that's just all I can gather. Um, a buddy of mine thought he was Adam Calhoun from Tom McDonald's gang, but it's not. It's a different guy, obviously. But this is a first for us here, and we just like to thank you for continuing to support the show. Please hit that like and subscribe, and we're going to get right into this one now. Richmond, north of Richmond. And this is by Oliver Anthony. So here we go.
Well, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
Wow.
Well, he didn't hold back, did he?
Oh, you know, he his voice is like what's that long-haired guy that Chris Stapleton.
Uh-huh.
Kind of reminds me of a Chris
Chris
Stapleton
Stapleton.
voice, but and maybe a little bit of Luke Combs in there too.
What is the instrument he's playing? It's almost like a cross between the banjo and a guitar, but I'm not sure. I don't
It
recognize that.
looks like a guitar to me, but it's like a nice one. Again, it's got that metal thing there. You know, like I said, I play guitar, but it's just straight acoustic, so I don't really know
Yeah,
if that's a different acoustic version or if that's actually an electric.
like a synthetic. I mean, what do you call
Yeah,
that when they play? I don't know, like
I
an
don't know,
electric sound, or I don't know. It just sounded a little banjo to me, but
but you
maybe
know,
that's just the way he picks.
it was talking about DC, Richmond, north of
Mm-hmm.
Richmond,
Mm-hmm.
and he comes across like a normal person that's raised up
Right.
and sees all these things that are going on in the world.
Right.
And it's just like, I got to say something about it. And he is in this song, which is really, oh, if I show you, I'm just going to go back a few bars here where it says, it's taxed to no end. The dollar's worth nothing, basically. They want to have total control, these rich men north of Richmond. And I just want to play it from right there.
Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul.
Living in the new world with an old soul. That is a great line. And
That's a great line.
you've told me that about myself.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of people, after they see what is happening to this world and this country, I think a lot of them are realizing they do have an old soul because
Right.
they don't like all this stuff that's going on. That's
Too
just
much change, or
too much,
too fast.
too
Too
fast.
fast paced, too much change, and
Yeah.
some things are values and traditions and things are lost in that fast pace, and I think that's what people kind of long for, or
I agree.
feel like if we went back to, it would be a better life.
Totally agree.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, north of Richmond.
What he picks really good.
Yeah, it does.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord,
Oh man,
it's
hold on
damn
a second. What do you think of that one?
Well, that was very forward.
Well,
It's not that he's wrong.
no.
It's just a lot of people avoid those subjects or avoid saying those things. So
But I've always had a problem with saying things that I shouldn't.
you do have a big mouth.
So I'm kind of right with
I'm
this
sure
guy.
you're loving him because
Yes.
he's saying everything you're thinking. but
Yeah.
the rest of us in the family are trying to hold you back a little bit. Like, it's okay.
No.
You can think it, just don't say
Too
it.
far again.
Yeah.
But so true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from what I didn't understand about the miners and then the miners on an island somewhere. Do you know what he was talking
Yeah, I
about
wasn't
there?
for sure about that.
Let me hit that one real. I'm gonna go back a few on that and see if I can. I think that was really good. Yeah, here it is. There we go.
Wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an
as in
island
younger
somewhere.
people.
Yeah,
It's
miners.
spelled minors as in younger people, like underage, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men north of Richmond.
It's so funny how the stupid AI generated says X-Men. Did you read that?
I missed that.
Yeah, it says a lot of things down there that he's not saying.
That he's not saying?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, yeah, it's hard. It goes pretty quick. But I think that when he's talking about like the food and stuff, I think that there's a misconception in our country that, with hunger. I
Yes.
think that
Mhm.
people think, well, how can you be hungry? You're overweight. I feel personally like the hunger crisis is for healthy food, providing people with the right food.
Oh yeah, it's way
That's
more
the crisis,
expensive.
and I get what he's saying. We're paying for people to use welfare money to buy whatever they want
buy
at the
fudge
grocery
rounds.
store. Well, he says fudge, but the crisis is that fruits and vegetables are expensive,
Yeah.
and so
It's a shame you have to pay more to
it's
eat
really
better.
sad because you save money by buying processed foods and
Yeah,
crap.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
so, because when he's saying the dollar doesn't go, I'm thinking, yeah, when I go to the grocery store and I look at my bag of groceries that I got
Doesn't
that
go far at all.
10 years ago I used to be able to get double for. So it's a real challenge. I mean, I love that he's expressing it because there's so much truth to what he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
The solution is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. Well, he has a way he's doing this entire song with a guitar.
Yeah,
That's it.
I know.
It's really done well. I mean, he can play well. His voice is unique. He's one of those unique voices
Yes.
that he doesn't need to have. I don't know. He doesn't have to worry about if he's off key or anything. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
He,
it's
I don't know. It's just a
it's the way
really,
the song was written too.
yeah,
It's just very heartfelt.
yeah. So here we go.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Wow. I'll tell you what. I never heard of him before,
Mm-mm.
but I'll tell you, he is gonna explode. Well, he already has.
Yeah, and I've heard a few people make comments about the redhead singer, and I had no idea what they were talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I haven't heard
And
it.
I just
So
read the
now,
little description here below that video, and it says they've got more songs they're gonna release
oh, nice.
in the future. But he's just a normal guy who
Right.
likes to play. I just wish I could come up with a song and have his voice, then I wouldn't have to do anything else. But because he's gonna be
Yeah,
huge.
he's gonna be big.
He said in the description there, it says his biggest idol is Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, neat.
And so it totally is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
feel when
Right,
you
it
listen to his
definitely is.
music. He's definitely gonna hit you with what he thinks it is.
Very heartfelt,
Yeah.
old school.
Yep.
A lot of people, like you said, are going back to that, hey, things were different when we were raised. And yes, this is completely different times, and there's way more things that are happening now that didn't happen when we were kids. So
Oh
it's
boy.
a different, but at the same time, I think preserving tradition, going back and looking at history and, you know,
So
learning from it and
yeah,
saying, hey, these were things that were bad. Now, these are things that were good because there were good things. There were things that we should be continuing to do
absolutely.
today that
Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah, we
That a lot of
should be.
people
Yeah.
don't,
And a lot of people get fed up with it and they're just gonna bring it out in a song.
Right.
And I think that's the best way to sometimes communicate with other people.
Right.
Music is always a great communicator. So
Yeah.
anyway, this has been a great one that we have been introduced to again. This is what we do on this show. A lot of times we get people that we have never heard of before, or if we have, we've never really listened or watched anything about them. And so that's what's cool to do it
Right.
with you here on Front Row Chaos. Thank you so much for watching. Please again hit that like and subscribe. You have a blessed and great day, and we'll see you again right here for the next reaction.
Good night, everyone.